tackle performance. It's the Eagles and the Lions, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Pearson. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And
this intercepted on the first play of the game. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Pearson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Irving. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Pearson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Pearson. The left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 3. Back to throw. Pearson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that 1st touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week. 24 carries, 108 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Richardson looking to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That's caught outright by Jennings. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This is 2nd and 8. Now Richardson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they look to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 61 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the bootleg, Pearson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Richardson to the air on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And Richardson back to throw it. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got a pick before. It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
Richardson on the bootleg here. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Again, it's Richardson. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now it's Richardson. His throw incomplete. The Lions are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Looking to throw. Pearson.
That's caught left side. Myers with it.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Pearson. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To throw on 2nd down, Pearson.
That's to Waddle on the quick slant.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced them to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tommy Townsend now.
He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
So here are the Lions to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here's Richardson to throw. Finds Gibbs on a check down.
So no gain on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Richardson.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Shoves him aside. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Richardson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Pearson. A short one here secured by the tight end Warner. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Irving. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Pearson.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Pearson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw again. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And the Lions first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Richardson looking to throw. Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. Linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Ezekiel Elliott, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Jets locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
That's caught by Jennings. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
And from the 42 now, here's second and 2.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This now a third and 4. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Now Richardson.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Third and long for Richardson.
He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. Looking to throw. Pearson. Open man is Myers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up third and 1.
Brings up third and 1.
They run the counter. Irving. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 1st and 10, Pearson, open man right side, Myers. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to throw, Pearson, and it will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Detroit getting set to go now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Fights off the defender. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions, having looking at 3rd and 10.
Now it's Richardson.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Tucker's kick is good, and that extends their advantage to 6 and 16 to 10. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Up the middle they go. Irving. And now look at him go. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Off play action. Pearson.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This offense was on the move. Now two to throw. Pearson.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Here's Richardson to throw.
He's got it to Williams. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Detroit. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Pearson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down. Pearson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. This offense so far on third down, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Richardson. That's caught out right by Jennings.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
Able to slither by.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 66 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Lions.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Pearson.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on it, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So now the Eagles down 16-13, a minute 46 to go. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Richardson. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Well, he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Tucker's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by 6. 50 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Gets this to Waller, and he is going to pound the Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's back to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Lions, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.